welcome everyone to this month's Astrocolorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com and happy 2015 to you. I hope you have a wonderful year. So the Astrocolorscope is all about crystals, a little bit of astrology, and lots of color. So in a moment for your sign, I'm going to pick some crystals from my crystal bag, 3 crystals. I throw them into my little circle of houses. We'll see where they turn up so we can see the influences for your month ahead. I'm going to choose a crystal bead, little bead from my bag here as well, so we just see an extra piece of the puzzle that's linked with color. Then I'm going to pick a card from the Voyager deck. I like the Voyager deck because they have images on them that are collages. So what I'll do is I'll pick a card, I'll ask you to look at the collage and then ask yourself which image on that collage is really attracting you, drawing your attention, and then ask yourself, what does that mean for yourself? Empty your mind and ask yourself, what does that mean? Allow your intuition to share a message with you. And I'll share with you what I get from that card as well. Once you've watched the video, make sure that if you know what your ascendant sign is and what your moon sign is, you can go check those out as well on the other videos. Leave a comment, let me know if the messages resonate, and then maybe watch it again later in the month. And again, let me know if the messages have all been accurate for you. They're all different for everybody. Of course, little pieces will fit into that puzzle of your life, but you never know. It may all fit in. So one final thing is, if you haven't already subscribed to my love letter, do please subscribe. You can grab your free color kit at bit.ly/color kit. Find out what your true colors are. And remember that I have lots of jewelry in my store, store.sealedwithlove.com, as well as silks and colored items. Yes, lots of things. So let's get started. Okay, Taurus, so for you, you have a black tourmaline heart. The black tourmaline heart went into your first house, and your first house is, it's about yourself. And if you think of that number 1 is kind of standing up straight. Yeah, if you just get the 1 down there. And that first house is about you standing up straight. It's about you, it's almost like I feel you reaching for the stars, reaching for the sky, being like a tree that is ready for lightning to strike. And black tourmaline is often about protection and keeping yourself grounded and reflecting any kind of negative energy that might come at you. But I'm feeling with this that it's almost like you're trying to get yourself into a position where you're ready for the lightning strike. You're ready to get started. You're ready to move on. And I almost feel as if this is saying that you are going to come out of a shell or out of a period that you've been in where things have been a bit dark, things have been a bit black, they haven't quite worked the way you wanted them to. Astrologically, there is Uranus square Pluto, which I talked about last month briefly, and it's kind of moving through over this next couple of months. So there's lots of transformation and shifts for many of us. For you particularly, I feel almost as if you are coming into this place where the darkness is leaving and there's going to be more light that comes into your life. So on the 3rd, the Sun has an aspect which is conjunct Pluto, and that is almost lighting up part of your life where it's been stuck and where you've had problems. So what you might find is around about the beginning of the month, you may feel a little bit down, you know, and that's sort of natural, but it's going to shift. I feel like it's going to shift. I almost feel like there's a heaviness that will be coming out, and it feels like it's almost like nauseating, sort of getting rid of it. And then you begin to see things from a different perspective, and then you're ready. It's almost like you're ready to be struck by lightning. You're ready to open up. That's my feeling with this. But on another level, I'm also being given, I keep seeing flashes going across the heart, and I feel like I'm being given this sense of relationship. Either a relationship is finished, or some part of a relationship with yourself is over. So there is a sense with this, again, of moving on. So it's about yourself, but it also can be about relationships that you've been into. The next stone that came up went between your 5th and 6th house. This is morganite. And morganite is such a gentle stone. It's very loving. It's very compassionate and caring. The 5th house is about... It's about having fun. It's about connecting to your friends. It's about connecting to your creativity. The 6th house can link with your health. Both houses can link with your career. So when I look at this pink, I think that there's love coming into your life. There's more fun. There's more enjoyment. But it's not overwhelming. So there's almost a sense, because it's pink, it may be with women, that there may be women's groups that you're going to connect to, or more women. Or what I'm also getting is that you might suddenly find yourself acting or wanting to go to the theatre or the cinema. It's like I get this sense of role playing that's coming up with the pink. So you may find that you want to go to more gigs, you know, musical gigs, and you might even find that you want to explore singing and music as well. It feels like, you know, pink is the color of sound, so it feels like music's going to be important for you this month. I'm also getting that the 6th is important as well, and actually the Mercury goes retrograde this month, and the 6th is that time where it goes into the shadow side, so it's beginning to go into the retrograde action. So I feel that because of the pink, it's asking you to maybe nurture yourself, go inside of yourself a little bit more, communicate with yourself, and maybe hum to yourself. Might sound a little bit strange, but there's almost a sense of that vibration, that sound will help to heal you on some level. And it may also be that some sound healing will be beneficial for you. Because of that Mercury retrograde, of course, retrograde action linking to communication issues, but I feel that this is more about going within and communicating with yourself, and communicating with the love that you have for yourself as well. One other thing that's coming to me with this is about your health. Pink can make you a little bit vulnerable, and because the 6th is coming up around communication, I feel almost as if it could link with maybe getting a cold, or just having chills, or something like this. You might be a little bit more vulnerable around about the 6th, so wrap up warm at that time. And maybe, you know, sometimes when colds come along, well, not sometimes, there are always messages of something that's happening in your life that, you know, it's been congested and it wants to come up. Colds can be emotions that haven't been expressed. Pink is a color of your emotional body, the emotional energy, and love as well. So something may just need to be expressed and released, so that you can move on from that. So the pink is making you a little bit more vulnerable. So the final color is also pink. This went into your 11th house, and 11th and the 5th houses are opposite each other. So if we think that the 5th house is very much about friends, then the 11th house is about a global community of friends. This it's not the shape of a heart, but it looks like a heart. So it to me it looks like a heart. Rhodochrosite. This is rhodochrosite. Did I say that already? Because of that pink energy that you've gotten here twice, I feel that this month is really important for connecting to love, connecting to relationships, connecting to worldwide communities of new friends. You've got the black that's coming in here, so it's almost like, you know, there could be an old relationship that you're releasing, and then there's a new relationship that's coming in, a love relationship that's coming in, but it may come in the guise of a friend first, and then move into a more kind of loving place. I'm just getting a sense of something else that's here as well. I'm getting a sense of children coming in. The 5th house links with children, but this is in the 11th house. So I feel almost as if there's memories of children or memories of childhood that'll be coming up this month for you. So it could be that you're connecting more to your family, or it could be that you have children and you're just thinking about them, that kind of thing. But it feels like it's coming up because there's a strong connection, there's a need to reach out. I'm also getting the feeling of around about the 8th, and I can't think of any sort of astrological aspects that are particular on that date, but I'm feeling that around the 8th there is some kind of a party, a celebration, some kind of event where you feel very proud. It's like you're really happy about A, being at this event, and B, being who you are. I feel that you will have people around you that will give you compliments and congratulate you on something. Interesting. So the bead that came up actually is a moonstone, but it's white. It has a little bit of a blue flash in it, but it's mostly white. So the moon is important for you this month, isn't it? So there's the full moon on the 4th of the month, and then there's the new moon on the 20th. So those 2 dates are particularly important for you. I feel that that full moon, you know, full always makes me feel very heavy. But for me, for you, the full moon feels like it's highlighting something in your life, and highlighting something that it feels like it's linked to your creativity. And then when it gets to your new moon, when it gets to the new moon, there is a sense of the friendship is going to be highlighted around that time. Great, so we have some dates, right? So now let's see which card you get. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and then we'll see what card wants to come on top. So this is the 9 of Wands. So take a look at that. I think it's integrity, and see which image is attracting you at the moment, is drawing your attention. Then ask yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean? So when I look at this card, I see, you know, it's very hard not to see the big church that's up there in the center, the church that's kind of, you know, it's like you're very small and you're looking up at this very big church. It reminds me of a place in England called York, and York Minster, that was very old part of England. And I feel as if, because it's surrounded by so many other religions and cultures, and yet for me this is very traditional. So I feel that for you this month there's going to be something that you're going to establish something that is traditional. So it can be connecting to your family. It could be having a new job in an establishment that's been around for a long time. It could be that you have been self-employed and now you're going to be working 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, again in an establishment that is a traditional place of work. So there's some kind of traditional energy that's coming up. I'm also being told that it could be, for some of you, getting engaged and getting married, that's part of the tradition. Excellent. Okay, that's it for this month's Astrocolorscope. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do please share it with your friends. Remember to subscribe to my love letter at bit.ly/colour kit. You'll get your own colour kit there. And remember to check my website, sealedwithlove.com. There's lots of wonderful oracles on my website. I will see you next week with the Crystal Colorscope, and for the remainder of the month with the Colorscope. Lots of coloricious blessings to you. Bye.